So good afternoon. This is a meeting of the Springfield Women's Commission. We are planning a special event for October 1st, which is recognition of October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I am joined by Milta Varga from the Springfield Police Department, and Sue Haley, who's the Community Police Liaison. I am City Councilor Katie Walsh, but I'm also the Chairman of the Springfield Women's Commission, and we are in the process of planning our event. So what I need now, if you want to take a few minutes to think about it, we have the program. I did bring with me that I wanted the Women's Commission to take a look at to see if there was any, because the DA would like to know what the topic is. I made up some questions and take a minute to look at that to see if you think if any of them are timely or would be good topics. I've also invited students from Libertas Academy, and they're going to be sending a group like college-bound students. So I want part of the presentation to feature in on safety tips for young men and women and pitfalls or triggers and what to look for. Because as we know, sadly, Kate Mock was only a senior in high school when she was murdered, domestic violence murder. So I think they need to be aware of things. So take a quick look at that. I gotta just check something with Daisy.
I think number one would be more so police.
Well, this is questions for the DA.
Okay.
Because sometimes we send charges down and our victim will say something like that. What makes it? Who pursues the charges or not. Police automatically sense if they know the misdemeanor or felony. It's the DA to decide whether they're gonna go forward or not. That's what I think the question was.
At 5. Well, how do you add?
Oh, Denny's more.
Okay. You were joined by Denise Stewart, who's a member of the Springfield Women's Commission. Hello, Denise. I think Denise may be muted here. Denise, can you hear us? Daisy?
Yes.
Denise is not able to connect to us here. Okay. All right, well, we'll just have to keep going. Do any of those questions strike you as good topics? I'm thinking that, I don't want the program to be too long. I think maybe if we give each of them, the district attorney and Elizabeth Janine, 5 minutes, what do you think? And I'm sure we will have a lot of elected officials that will be there that might make presentations, but we don't want them all to speak. Because I want the program to really focus in on.
Hey, Katie, I can hear you. I'm just in the car.
Oh, okay. Denise, you know what we're doing right now? We're trying to decide what women's group we should include in the invitation for the October 1st event at City Hall. Do you have any thoughts about some groups that might want to attend or that work with
Thank you.
domestic violence?
Well, we have to think about some that are outside the box. I know that we would invite the YMCA.
Right.
And let's look at like the lactation program that one of our members is a part of at City Hall. Just
Oh, yeah,
Chanel.
Chanel
Yeah.
Ford.
Let's look at them. Let's look at perhaps some Bay State medical, some of the cancer support groups.
gonna jot down
Um,
Christine.
and then Renee Marie has a new program called Underground Grace, which
Okay.
is helping younger women. So to bring in some different types of women even
Yeah,
that might be good to do.
okay, absolutely. Well, that's what I'm hoping. We want to, reach out. Uh, Obviously, the district attorney's office might bring people, the YWCA may bring people. I have asked Brenda Lopez, who will be honoring, who she would like us to invite. And as I shared with Milta and Sue Haley, the former mayor
Excellent.
Albano, who actually instituted the office, and Police Chief Palomero will be coming. So I think we have a
For sure, for sure.
great
And
lineup.
let's remember to always invite Mary Akers.
Did I just say let's invite Mary Akers? She's, yeah, you're
Did
right.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're so. It's because your birthday. It was because your birthday was yesterday. It was such a great page. You're so smart.
Well, I like to invite Mary to see what she's wearing.
I know. Oh my goodness, I know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I'm getting some suggestions here because I'm hoping that we'll be able to send, Daisy and I in the council's office, we're working on the invitation, hoping to send it out on Thursday or Friday this week.
Okay,
Give
okay.
people enough time to attend. It will be 11:30 here at room 220. Unfortunately, there is no flag. We were hoping to have a flag raising. There was a flag because
Yeah.
nobody can find it.
Well, can we reach out to the district attorney's office and see if they have one?
I think they'd have a domestic violence awareness flag. We can
Or
reach,
the Y I'm sure has something that, Reardon, one of them would let us use it from there.
all right, well, I'll reach out to Elizabeth Deneen tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
We have been, Daisy and I have been looking all through Amazon, Google, everywhere. Because I originally brought the flag for the domestic violence awareness flag, and I know I left it in City Hall, but it is
Oh,
among the missing right now. Okay,
yeah.
all right, so that sounds good to me.
And thinking
And,
about
and Denise, can you send me any emails for those programs you just mentioned?
Of course, we'll do.
Okay, perfect.
I would, in thinking of other programs to
Yes.
invite or to suggest to come on out, Christina's house.
Yes, yep.
Wayfinders is a huge support for victims and survivors of domestic violence. I know the DTA has its own separate section for victims of and survivors to assist with shelter and resources. CHD also
Which
has
was the one after Wayfinders?
DTA, so the welfare office.
DTA, well, okay.
Is
Is there a person there or is it just?
what is her name? Did she leave?
No,
Miriam left.
She left. Mary, it's Siobhan. No,
No. What is her name?
Jovan.
Jovan Marshall?
No.
Marshall? Mitchell?
No.
Jovan
Is it
Mitchell?
Mitch?
It could be Jovan Mitchell.
Is it Mitchell?
I know Wayfinders is Shirley Rodriguez.
Wayfinders, CHD also has a program for domestic violence, Gandara and Safe Plan.
Scoville.
Jovan Stovall, STOV.
JOVAN,
Two N's, I think.
two N's,
Scoville with the L. Oh, Jovan. Jovan.
SOVEL,
STOVAL.
SOVAL, and who's the contact at CHD?
I'll get you that.
Okay, and how about Kandara? And I think that's enough,
I'll get you Gandara as well.
because we're also gonna have students.
Does Gandara still do the betters intervention?
I believe so. I don't.
Okay, so when we, and Denise, I don't think you can see it, but I've just given them I wrote down some questions that I thought that the district attorney might be able to speak to, and that we could ask him to do. Did anything strike you as being particularly interesting or relevant for our program? First one is, how does the district attorney's office pursue charges when a victim is hesitant or fearful about testifying what happens if cases are dropped? You know, tell me about the victim witness program. And we know they do have it. Training, what kind of training do people receive? And so forth and so on. I wonder, would it be an interesting topic to talk about the fact that, okay, but hey, we're joined by City Councilor Tracy Whitfield. Tracy, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Tracy.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're just making plans for the program, the content of the program. And right now, we're talking about the district attorney, Anthony Gallooni. He wanted more of a sense of what we wanted him to talk about for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we're trying to decide what we should ask him. And I was just about to pose the question, do we think it would be of interest in talking about the fact that there are women that are victims of domestic violence who go through the victim witness program, but then when it comes to go to court, they don't want to prosecute. Is that something, do you think that would be of interest, or is that too broad?
I want to say that I think it would be very important to touch on that. And it would be important because perhaps there is another way of the district attorney's office, coordinating with the women to really make them understand how important the follow through is without pressuring them, but how important it is not only for themselves, but for other women who are going to come along after them. So that's a great one, coupled with the other question that you posed about what happens when charges are dropped. A lot of times I'm sure that women feel, really vulnerable when they go looking for this kind of help. So it would be helpful to make sure that we touch on, those aspects of what happens when charges are dropped and why it's so important that you follow through every step, not just the first step, but through all of the steps, and how it's important for the women who come behind you and your own daughters to see you stand up and be strong and find out what type of services that, that maybe are falling under the wayside of the district attorney's office.
Well, I thought services was definitely an area that Elizabeth Deneen could cover through
Sure.
through the YWCA. And I thought she would be able to speak to that. Tracy, can you think of something that you think would be of interest for the DA to discuss during our program?
During Domestic Violence Month.
Well, yeah, it's October 1st is the beginning of Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And, I would expect that he could maybe speak for maybe 5 minutes on a topic, and Elizabeth Deneen could speak.
Okay.
And then there'll be people, elected officials there that, I'm not gonna have them speak, but they might have presentations. And also, we're gonna be honoring Brenda Lopez, who is the first domestic violence awareness coordinator. And
Okay.
former Mayor Albano and former Chief Palomero will be part of the program. So that's enough speakers, I think.
Well, Jillian Hinkson, as
Oh,
part
yeah.
of our Women Commission, is a victim witness advocate.
Okay,
Maybe we want to
yes.
honor her or have her speak. I don't know. She's been doing it for like 15 or 20 years, something like that. Very long time anyway.
We definitely recognize her.
Yeah. But
And we're also going to be having a group of students, I think they'll probably be juniors or seniors from Libertas Academy. So I want part of the program be directed to their age level.
oh yeah, where was I at? Oh, I was at the East Forest Park National Night Out yesterday.
Yep.
And there were these great young people at the YWCA that do a lot of work around like healthy relationships.
Oh,
And yeah, they were so powerful. They were like teenagers, but I took their flyer and stuff. So I can send that to you, Catering. But they were great.
particularly if they have any email addresses on that. And
I think so.
was it a young man and woman?
It was two. They were young. I call them girls and boys because they were young catering, but young men and women. Yeah, they were probably in their early 20s.
I think
Um,
they've been at a lot of the national nights out that I've.
oh, okay,
They were-
yeah, and
You know
they're
who they,
like,
I
yeah,
have the direct contact.
oh, they're
well,
Latino,
but
but
definitely like them.
they were wonderful. Like I stayed with them and they were so friendly. They were telling me how they talk to the young people in the schools, but I think talking about healthy relationships at those
I like
ages
that.
is important. So if
Yeah,
I could contribute anything, I think I would contribute that, catering.
that's great. I like that. And I think it's so timely. And as I said, Tracy, I think you probably remember that unfortunately, Kate Mock, she was only, I think she was at SciTech. She was only, is that where she was at SciTech? She was only a senior in high school when she was killed as a result
Oh
of.
my goodness. And I worked with the lady in the finance department that was murdered by her I don't know if it was her husband, fiance, or boyfriend at the time, but she was like a temp in the finance department. She was wonderful. She was getting her life together, just bought a car.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she
So-
didn't, and she didn't, and she like didn't show up for something, right? And then people realized something had happened. Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
be careful with your
Yeah,
No.
she was.
Happened on her birthday.
Happened on
She
her
was murdered on
Is
birthday.
that was your friend Suhaili?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she was so nice and sweet and beautiful. We loved her. We went to the funeral, but we couldn't believe it. Like, I don't know. It's sad. Anyway.
That's my girl.
so we definitely will invite the people from Celebrate Kate, because Mariah Mock, Kate Mock's sister, is also on our women's commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know she and her mother speak frequently on this, and I believe their Celebrate Kate road race is in October. Do you remember what it
They
is?
do. They have it on I believe it's the second week of October.
Okay, so that would be, I thought so, October.
Was her name Jessica? Suhaili?
Yeah, that was Jessica Rojas.
Yeah, Jessica. Yeah. Do they still do an honor for her?
So we don't, I would organize the walk in March every year. But we
Oh,
haven't done that a little bit after COVID
okay.
because of obviously the COVID was happening, and then her family just kind of decided to do things on a more personal level.
Oh, okay.
Stop doing the public events and the public walks, but we do absolutely celebrate her privately with the family every year still.
Okay. Okay. I loved her.
So another topic is the district attorney and the police department working together.
I think I really especially like number 5 because it provides context on how all the organizations work together within the criminal justice system and community organizations, because this answer will absolutely follow Ms. Deneen's responses with what services we coordinate together. So number 5, I think, would be a great.
So you can't see it, but I did make a list about possible topics for the DA to talk about. And number 5 is, how do you coordinate with police, probation officers, and community organizations to address domestic violence? So that would be great, and you're right, and then that Elizabeth Janine could follow.
Yeah,
by
talk about
that.
her organization. Mhm.
Yeah, and Tracy, as you know, unfortunately, the Springfield Women's Commission does not have a budget, so we won't be having refreshments. Coffee or cookies afterwards, so it will just be the straight program. Okay. And then I want, how would you frame a topic for the students that might be coming? What suggestions do we have?
Bystander, what that looks like as a bystander, what do you do, who do you speak to? If you're experiencing these things, who can you reach out to?
Okay,
And what is your role as a bystander in this type of environment?
there's your role as a bystander.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
I think also, if you want to consider the community and outreach unit with the district attorney's office, so it's Gina and Salmo. They also go to schools with Tony Simmons and talk about healthy relationships.
Tony Simmons, he's at all the, definitely have to.
And they start in the elementary level. So the language that they have in that curriculum really, hones into the topic for those particular populations.
Oh, there we go. And Tony and Gina, they're at a lot of the national night outs, aren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So and is Gina in the DA's office?
Yes,
Okay.
she is under Tony Simmons in the community and outreach
Okay.
unit.
Okay, so we definitely will invite them.
And I love that topic. What do you do as a bystander? What's your obligation?
I
That's
like
good.
I really like that very much too. Yeah. And we want to have a nice program, but we don't want to have it be too long and
Yeah.
you're gonna
I
have.
like that too. Because
Yeah.
bystanders sometimes don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even adults.
Right.
Yeah.
Even us listening to something or seeing something on the street
Yeah.
or driving by something, what is our role in that and what can we do for those types of
I
situations?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And the mere fact that we do have a role.
Yeah.
Milton, what would you think would be something good for?
I was just gonna write off of what Suhaili was saying, but to add technology. Because children have
Interesting.
technology,
Mhm.
phones, how is technology
Mm.
affecting relationships? Because you have bullying, you have
GPS
domestic, you got GPS tracking.
location
So the
tracker.
kids will be aware of how technology can now also be a controlling device
Wow.
and be so secretive,
Yes. Yep.
Love that.
Yep.
what they have.
Snapchat, it disappears.
Yes, but taking pictures, send me a picture, then I gets used against them, and that's why I love what you said, because that's another component of it.
And I think that young people should also know what that looks like in the background when people are controlling through photos and text messages and stuff. When it comes to the police station, you kind of sent that photo, kind of gave that permission the first time you sent that photo, now they're using it
That
to
is,
control.
that is a fabulous, timely topic. Right?
Yeah. That,
And I read somewhere, and I'm gonna try to find it, that I don't know, I don't have it in my notes, but that this year, the 2025 theme has to do with digital conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
good.
that's,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll find that theme. Wow, because that's obviously a new one. Well, new for me anyhow. So, yeah. Well, I think we're gonna have a great program.
Yes.
And we're all asked to wear purple, right?
Pardon me?
We're all still wearing purple.
Well, I mean, I have a purple jacket I'm planning on wearing.
Is it like a shade of purple or any purple?
I think it's any color
Any
purple.
color.
Oh, any purple. Okay. I got plenty purple.
I think it's any
Yes, you do.
shade of purple. And I ordered stickers. They're in the other room. I'll show them to you.
Okay.
I also ordered a banner so we can put up for the event, but
Redo your posters. Yes. No, you have a reason to redo them from now until then.
Yeah.
You can come to the office, we can do it together.
Have to
Thank
reschedule.
you all for putting this together. I do have to leave. I have to go be with my granddaughter at 5. So
okay, well,
I'm
we're gonna end at 5 anyhow.
oh, okay. All right.
I just want to show this to you. I ordered these. There's stickers that, everybody that comes will get a sticker. It's break the silence, stop the violence, that they can put on their
Yeah,
blazers or
I
their
like that.
jackets or anything like that. So we'll be handing these out to anybody that shows up. So not all wounds are
Wonderful.
visible.
Do you have any more bubbles?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys get those bubbles from?
I ordered.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Denise. And Denise will have to make sure that we.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Now, is this going to be a problem
I'll
for you?
get,
11:30 on a Wednesday?
Schedule appointment I have.
no, I'll work around it.
Teaching the cat.
I'll work
Does-
around it.
Denise is at Putnam.
Okay.
Yeah, Denise is at Putnam and she's back in school, so we wanna make sure she's there. This is great.
Yes,
And
because
just,
I'm the chaplain, so I get to give the
I think we
intro.
need to start the program with. I don't think this program requires a benediction. What do you think?
Benediction.
Well, you usually have invocation and benediction, so maybe if we invite Catherine Cummings, she
Well,
can
I
do the
don't-
benediction.
I don't know if we really, if I would be comfortable doing that. So I don't
Okay.
know this form. What do you think?
What, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that. What is
I
it?
don't think we have to start the program with an invocation
Okay.
and a benediction.
Or maybe just a memory, a moment of silence.
Even better.
Yeah, that way
Yeah,
there's nothing.
absolutely.
Just do like a moment of silence in
silence.
memory.
Okay.
In memory of your friend.
Well, in memory of anyone, you know,
Well,
I know I'll be
victims
doing.
Yeah,
Victims lost.
that's,
All victims lost.
yes.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, for the city, we've got.
Is there a number?
That's,
We'd have to look up the number.
Well,
Yeah.
I just was
yeah,
wondering.
yeah.
Yeah, we can, I can go to crime analysis and pull numbers.
Do you want
but
a
I-
year span that we can maybe look into?
Or do you want it, cause it also
Mm.
depends how far back.
I think all victims lost, because I don't know how.
Yes, all. I think all would be good.
I
Yeah.
can also go back to when she started, when Brenda started.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when she started, how many victims have lost in the time?
Yeah, we would need a timeline. I think
Yeah,
that's a good
that's what
idea
I'm
because
saying,
you're
a
honoring
time.
her,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
honor the time that she started
'Cause I
until
started in
now.
2000 and she was already there, so I think she started in 96.
Wow.
So they might not go
Mhm.
that far back
Wow.
for
Okay.
records, but I'll see what crime analysis.
I think
Cause it'll give us an idea to say, you
Yeah,
know, since she was there, this has been going on and it's still ongoing and, you know, it doesn't matter how far back you go, domestic continues,
exactly.
you know.
I think
Yeah,
another
yeah.
important number would be to, it'll be easy for us to, how many calls we've received in this year.
Just this year
Just
alone.
this year
just-
alone.
yeah.
Oh, that would
And
be
just highlight
fabulous.
how
Good
many
idea.
received only this year.
One year I ran the numbers and it was 11,000 calls in 1 year.
Mhm.
Oh, my
Just for
God.
domestic.
What?
11,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And how do you answer 11,000 calls? How many people in the police department are dedicated to this?
In our bureau, there's about 6 office detectives that deal with domestic sexual assaults.
Oh, well, we
elder
should,
abuse.
Wow.
we
So-
should definitely invite all of them to this program.
Well, if they
Yes.
can,
Yeah.
if they're in the office, so
Yeah.
if we can get 1 or 2, I'll definitely let
Yeah.
them and send the invite and then the lieutenant will tell
And
them
the
who's gonna
lieutenant will
send
also
out.
come out too.
Yeah.
So if you sent out that invitation, I'm sure they'll try to send someone.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
A few of them.
I'm getting excited about the program. I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a good program.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Wow.
love that.
Awesome. And do you find that a lot of women drop the charges? So that's past?
Oh, she sees it all the time,
Yeah.
and even though she's not dealing with domestic one-on-one, people still go to her because of her expertise, and then she's still in the community, people reach out to her, so we still see it unfortunately.
It is very,
And,
very.
and it's not
Mhm.
about blaming, it's about the victim's survival.
Yeah.
So
reasons.
they
Right.
agree why they need to drop the charges, they can't pursue the charges, it's actually more detrimental if they do. So every victim has a reason as to why not going forward.
Wow.
If they go
Yeah.
to a shelter, they can't bring their elderly parents, and you leave the elderly parents behind, he goes after them. So there's reasons why
Oh.
victims, I just wanna give you a small example,
Wow.
that victims have legit reasons.
Pets,
to-
you can't bring your pets.
Yeah,
Well, Pat, I would think that would be
Yep.
huge.
if you have a pension, you're gonna leave your job to go start somewhere else, it's like my whole life gets disrupted. You know, if.
Does
Yes.
Does that mean they stay with the abuser?
No, they'll seek help
Yeah.
but they might not have to
That
go with
could
the
also be
charges.
the case.
And that can be the case, they got help or
Yeah.
got counseling, they're abusing them mentally versus physically.
Yeah, that's just,
So-
that was another point, that abuses can also be
We can,
physical.
we can talk your ear off.
Yeah, yeah.
Believe me.
But those are
Brenda,
all good points.
Brenda taught me a lot.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from Brenda. She went to the Y, she learned a lot at the Y, but she experienced her best
It
friend's
was,
death.
novel and it was groundbreaking when the women and the Women's Commission created the position.
Mhm.
Convinced Mayor
Yeah.
Albano to put it in the budget. And then Paula, of course, was very supportive, but it was like a brand new thought.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's important that we highlight that that is still very brand new. We are probably one of, probably
We
the
were,
only
Springfield was the first to have
domestic
domestic violence advocates inside a police department. Everybody else, all the other departments had victim witness advocates on the outside. They called shelters in the victim,
Yeah.
meet the victim in the hallway and
Wow.
talk to the victim, and then they go back to the shelter. They weren't allowed inside the police department. And
Wow.
Brenda was right inside the bureau, not in a separate room.
I remember.
She was in the bureau.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that was very groundbreaking.
Wow. We love Springfield doing stuff first. Yeah.
And then the position, when I was in this position, it was grant funded.
Yeah.
Solely.
Mhm.
And then something happened where things changed and then the city took us on
Yeah.
as on the payroll.
Yeah.
So
They
that
didn't wanna lose
process in
us.
itself, they didn't wanna lose us at that time. The VAWA Act just came out. It was just groundbreaking for our city
Groundbreaking,
to
yeah.
be
They
able to
realized how
work in different
important the
places. Mm-hmm.
position was to keep us, so they said, no, you're going on payroll, we can't lose you. So when the,
Really
when the
important.
VAWA dropped and expired, they said, no, we're keeping you guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
So that was incredible.
Yeah. And we're gonna give Brenda a special gift. I've ordered the city's, I don't know if you've seen them, but the city of Springfield now, people have shirts with the logo
Mhm.
and everything.
nice.
Yeah, I ordered her a vest. Cause
Oh,
I thought that might keep her warm during
Yeah.
that's
treatment.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, if she was getting any infusions. or anything.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
she might wear something like that. The city seal and her name.
That is very thoughtful. She
And
will love
we
that.
have to find someone who's gonna donate flowers.
Who do we get the last,
I
Who did we
think
get the last
Fiona got him the last time. So I will ask her.
okay, all right.
How are you? So, and you are?
Marguerite Foster Franklin.
Hi.
Hi,
Marguerite.
Marguerite.
Hi Denise.
You were here for the meeting on planning the domestic violence program?
I'm here to hear whatever's gonna be said.
We're just wrapping up, so
Okay.
we're just talking about the program that we're actually gonna have that day. And the speakers and what some topics will be,
And when is that day?
October 1st.
And where's that gonna be?
At 11:30, City Hall, room 200. Our speakers are the district attorney.
It's 220, right?
Room 220.
It's the one out there?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
220.
220.
Say what date again? Is it?
October 1st.
11:30.
In the city chambers?
No, it's gonna be in room 220. And our speakers are the district attorney, Elizabeth Deneen from the YW. We're honoring Brenda Lopez, and so there'll be remarks regarding Brenda. I don't know how much family Brenda has in the area.
Is this a gender?
What?
Since
Does she still have,
Her
she still
daughter,
have her
yeah, her daughter.
daughter and her grandchildren?
She's
I'm
living,
not sure if the grandchildren are
She's
here. I know
living
her
with her
daughter
daughter.
is
she's living with her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Christina.
Okay.
so. Well, I think we've got a lot of good ideas and suggestions and topics, and I'll go through this and put something comprehensive together. And Daisy got a letter from the district attorney's spokesperson with specific requests for what, what's expected of him, what he's gonna say and so forth. We'll send that out to him. We'll send the same thing to Elizabeth Deneen. Will also let the mayor know what the program is and superintendent.
Yep.
A lot of that will be included in the invitation. Yeah. Also, fun fact, superintendent was our supervisor for about how long? For the special victims unit.
Was he really?
He was.
Yeah,
So he was a lieutenant in our unit while I was working in that unit too.
Oh,
So
my God.
he's very
Oh,
familiar.
wow. That's wonderful.
Mhm.
Of course. I know you're wrapping up.
Okay, I'll give you, tomorrow, I'll give you those addresses, okay?
Yes, make sure you get me the email addresses. Thanks, Denise.
All right. Let me know if there's else that I can do, okay?
Marguerite, did you have any special questions or anything?
Yeah, I had a question about, I know this is about women's awareness, and has it been brought up about the number of women in Springfield that have been murdered and their cases are still cold?
Yeah.
And how far they've gotten on that? That's a major concern of mine.
You think that's a result of domestic violence?
Could have been, we
Yeah.
don't know that. I'm just talking about the death of the many women. One in particular, one of my former students' his mom, when she was 4 years old, was killed. She's 45 now, and they still have not found her killer.
So,
I don't remember her, Slocum, I think it was. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Was it her partner that possibly had done it? Or was it someone that she lived with, someone she?
I have no idea about that, but I just know that it was mentioned at a banquet that I was at.
Okay.
That the child had mentioned that I'm now this age and they still have not found my mother's killer.
oh, sad.
And it's not the only one, there's quite a few.
No, I didn't get the
Can we get the name so?
I'm not gonna say because I'm not specific
Yeah,
with the name.
Okay.
I think her last name was Seymour, but I'm not sure.
Seymour.
And that was the mom or the child?
The child's last
The
name was
child.
Seymour, but you never know, it could be
Yeah.
either or.
Yeah.
But it's just a major concern of mine because certain women, and I'm gonna say those who are Caucasian culture, are always been looked at, but it's very rare do you hear of a woman of color where their case has been looked at. And now that I've heard that she has not found anything,
yeah.
that's not quite happy with me,
No, I don't blame you. That's disturbing.
quite disturbing.
If he was murdered in Springfield, would there be a record of it somewhere?
Oh, but that's what I was asking for a name, because we
Yeah.
can't look it up unless we know.
Yeah.
Like a year, a name.
But there's quite a few in Springfield that they
I know, but
have.
you were focusing on that one.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm
I
saying.
mean, they happened to be at the Caribbean Fest,
Oh,
and the
okay.
state police were there, and there was a book this big of how many unsolved cases of murders
In Springfield?
in Springfield.
Interesting. And you guys
But
obviously.
the thing is, about this is that we hear a lot about Molly Bish, and I feel for that family wholeheartedly. However, that's not the only case that should be looked at.
No, and I definitely understand that, and that's what I'm saying, that if you can either email us or send us information, like you said, you saw a whole list of stuff, because some of them don't fall under us. I'm in the domestic violence unit.
Mhm.
Some of them fall under because it's either was a drug overdose, it was a car, it goes into different units. So if it falls in the DV, it's not under ours,
Right.
so that's why it's hard for us to look it
I'm
up.
sorry, who?
I'm sorry, I'm Milta Vargas, I'm the domestic violence coordinator at the Springfield Police Department.
Okay.
And so that's why I was like, give me a name, I wanna know who you talking about, because we try to honor all our victims, and we do a poster, and we make sure they're on there and keep their legacies and memories alive. So it may have been something that happened, because she's 40, I wasn't even working at the police department back then, so that's what I'm saying, that I wanna know some of the names, so we can kind of
There's
look.
quite a
I
few.
know the district
Yeah.
attorney's office has a website
Yeah.
that you can go on, and it tells you all of the stories of the cold cases here in Springfield. That would probably be the best way to locate maybe a name, and then maybe get back to us so that we can assist with the process, but cold cases, normally I thought that they were with the district attorney's office and that they aren't at the police department. They go to the district attorney's office and they sit there
Yeah.
until there's an ongoing or continual
They
investigation.
never really closed.
They're never
They're
really
never closed.
It's just until there's additional information, but it goes to the district attorney's office.
People coming forward or.
They wait for a witness. Sometimes somebody in a deathbed or somebody in a jail decides to say, oh, by the way, when I was 5, I saw my dad murder my mom. And we're
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And they beep, we're like,
Yeah.
person dies, but they say their last words. So then the case gets reopened and they start pulling witnesses. They never close
Case
that.
for Terry Thomas then.
Yeah,
Did
I
you saw that
believe,
case?
yeah.
That was definitely.
I'm sure we'd all like to know more about that. Yeah.
Is there some way that you can? I know I'm coming in late because I wasn't sure if it was happening today or tomorrow. I just got something. I was like, oh my God, I should go to this. That on a monthly basis, that something could be said, just a blurb to remind women, and now it's the women who are now, because transgender also are victims as well. That a reminder that there's a place where you can go to get help. Just a reminder, just a blurb, because I think that's important. You never know, someone might see it at some point in time. So I really need to call that number.
Is that text to tip or is that something different?
I think that can be done in many different fashions. We have so many community events, we've got so many community meetings and so many places that we sit at tables where we can absolutely share those words and remind people that that is available. I don't see why Ryan Walsh wouldn't be able to add that to our website for the Facebook. And then definitely, absolutely. I don't think that's something that would be difficult at all to do. Maybe we can do something with Ryan tomorrow, throw something on social
I
media.
don't know, October is it this month? It's Suicide Month.
Suicide awareness is this month.
So I mean, that's another.
Is suicide awareness also October?
This month.
No, this month,
This
now,
month.
This month.
It's also,
that's on our website now.
okay.
Suicide
Okay.
awareness.
Yeah. So maybe we need well, we're not gonna be handing out any flyers or anything at the actual forum. Maybe on our invitation, is there like a phone number we can put when we send our invitation out? Or people call for domestic violence or something? Yeah,
YWCA.
YWCA, okay.
YWCA would be a good number. And then also if you can, if you wanted to on the invitation, just to put it out there, if you wanted to ask people to please wear purple on the
Yeah,
invitation.
oh, good idea. Square purple. Yeah. Absolutely. Anywhere.
Yeah.
Will you be coming in costume or will you be coming as yourself?
Myself,
No, you.
but the hair might be purple.
But you were something else besides a unicorn,
Yes, I had the dinosaur
a
and
dinosaur. Yeah.
Pikachu.
Pikachu
I need a
yesterday,
picture of that on my phone.
pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picture that on my, so.
I go to all the different events and I wear costumes for the kids.
My own heart, I do the same thing.
It's for the kids.
And that's for everybody, because people don't realize that.
People love it. Oh my God, love it.
They
Smile
become
is-
children when
Yeah,
they
they
see
do.
what I.
Well, it was so funny when remember how long it took them to make the hot dogs?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I was in the line waiting for a hot dog and this young little girl, maybe she was 5 or 6, she was with her mother and she said to her mother, I just saw a unicorn. I thought, what an imagination.
And then I turned the corner.
She's seeing unicorns and then I turn around and there you are.
You're like, oh, I must be seeing things too.
I was getting out of the car yesterday and a mother was walking in with her daughter into the park and I wasn't dressed yet. And I said, I heard Pikachu's in there. She goes, Mom, come on. And she opens up her Pokemon game. We gotta go find them. And I showed up.
Margarita, are you here as yourself or with part of an organization or
As myself.
as yourself?
As a
Well, thank you
concerned
for
citizen.
bringing important issues to the forefront and hopefully we'll be able to help you with some of that. So,
It's not helping me, it's helping all of us.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's good that
Yeah.
someone's aware of it and you're
Yeah.
making us aware of it. So
Yes.
it's when they stay quiet that
Yeah.
it continues. It's like, no, because somebody might have said something and you go to an event and say something and somebody goes, I should say something. I should speak up. My uncle did this and that. I never say anything, but now I can talk. So it's important to keep repeating what you're doing. That's important.
Definitely. So, this will be the end of the subcommittee meeting for the Springfield Women's Commission. And hopefully all of you will join us on Wednesday, October 1st, 11:30 to honor Brenda Lopez and to hear from our district attorney and Elizabeth Janine on different aspects of domestic violence. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Cool.